Hey folks, Joshua here. Welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. When we left off, our group had joined up with some resistance fighters, making their way through the Grey Garrison, attempting to recover the Wardstone, an artifact which helps bound the Whirlwind and prevent demons from flooding forth. Canabras is under attack, and we have more work to do. As we left off, we had just finished a part of a running battle against multiple cultist and enemy forces. We've got some looting to do, some exploring, and then presumably more fighting, so let's dive in. See what these guys dropped. Okay, we got some scrolls, protection from Grud. That doesn't really seem like it's going to help us that much. More masterwork items. Cure light wounds, that's nice. Scroll of Ray of Sickening. Haze of Dreams. So it looks like we killed these guys before they could use a lot of their stuff. A lot of chain shirts, divine favor, a potion. More protection from good. Fire, what was that? Fire belly? I think we'd seen that before. Punching daggers like crossbows. So some of this stuff I could consider taking for loot, like the masterwork items, I guess, but they're heavy for all their value. Looks like we got a door there we can check out. We've got more loot over here.
Let us be off.
What's happening? More scrolls. Looks like that's about that. Shield of Faith, some potions. There's just a lot of stuff here. Okay. Down below, we can see the cultists have wrecked up the place. They've started smashing and making graffitis and stuff. Let's get together, our group, and let's see. Camellia needs a little help. Boy, there is just a ton of usables here. Look at all of this. Look at all these scrolls and whatnot. All right, let's start with some cure wounds. That brings her up to full. Okay. Let's go ahead and buff. Let's set up outside this door, and then we'll sneak and check it out.
They will not expect my strike.
Door is locked by some unusual or magical means. There's no lock to be seen. All right, let's continue exploring. Oh, the recruits are over here. There's Irabeth. Is this one locked as well? Okay. I guess we should check in with her, see what she has to say. To battle! Let's take Canabras back. Okay. I'm guessing all of these doors are going to be blocked. Okay, she's headed upstairs. There is a brief possibility we've missed some piece of loot over here, so we'll go check this out real quick. Yeah, it's a dead end. Oh, wait. Stairs are severely damaged. This way is impassable. Door's locked. Okay. I guess we'll head up the stairs and see what the next floor offers. We're going to leave behind all the loot. And we're going to go. No going back. Clearly. Oh my.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh!
The face of this demoness could be called pretty if it had eyes. Her mouth slowly widens into a smug grin. This is Minahgo, who apparently was Hosilla's master.
What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Minahgo. You again, you wench!
The aged dwarf from Irabeth's troop, silent up to now, spits on the floor. His hardened, craggy face, like storm-weathered stone, twists as if in pain.
Minahgo, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
Staunton, you know this demon?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Okay, let's take a moment here to read this lore on Dresden. Founded as a city fortress during the hubris of the First Mendevian Crusade, Dresden was overtaken by the demonic hordes of the World Wound. Now stands as a demonic monument to the foolish naivety of those early crusaders. So she may have disguised herself as a mortal and betrayed him, maybe loved him.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this, and now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Okay, so she teleports away and leaves her minions to fight. Okay, interesting fight here. Sharpshooter dealt 2 damage to Orlin. Okay, got it. Your character Orlin was attacked while they were flat-footed. Yeah. During the first round. We kind of knew all that. All right. Okay, so let's look at what we're dealing with here. We have Abracandalu, a level 5 outsider, 30 hit points, 13 AC, damage reduction's 5 except for cold iron. That's important to note. Resistant to acid, cold, and fire. Currently flat-footed. Everything is flat-footed except for that sharpshooter right now.
Take you!
It's got a range of 2 for its claw attack. I guess this means it has 3 attacks. All 3 are +8. That's a little yikesy. Sunder armor, cause fear, charge. Okay. So we got 2 of those, Abracandalus. Sela is up. What do I want to do here? I think one enemy creature within medium range. So I think we're probably gonna charge one of these Abracandalus, trying to take it out. Before we do, let's look at what else we have. Dretches we've seen before. Normal cultist, Baphomet cultist. We got 2 wizards back here and a sharpshooter. No, 2 sharpshooters and a wizard. So the big threats are the Abracandalu. If I use this smite, as a swift action, the paladin chooses 1 target with insight to smite. If the target is evil, the paladin adds her charisma bonus to her attack rolls and adds her paladin level to all damage rolls. Smite evil attacks automatically bypass any DR the creature might possess. In addition, while Smite evil is in effect, the paladin gains a deflection bonus equal to charisma bonus to her AC against attacks made by the target of the smite. All right, so all of this is good. Her weapon is not cold iron, but we can bypass the damage resistance with a smite. We'll also apply additional negative energy damage, and other enemies in a 15-foot radius will have to pass a will saving throw or become frightened for 1 round. So yeah, I think it's a very good opener for us to swift action smite. They're closer to this one, so she'll charge this one. I think that'll hit everything, but just in case, that 15-foot radius, let's hit this one. Let's smite him. So he's smote. Now we'll charge him. This should hit. He's flat-footed at 13, and we have all these bonuses from smite. Nice. Look at all those will saves. Okay, we dealt 19 damage. Very nice opener from Sela. That's her turn. The Dretch and the other... No, the one we just hit get to go. Presumably he attacks her, and she's guarded against his attacks because of Smite Evil. How long does this last? Until the target of the smite is dead. Excellent. Okay. Let's see what happens. He runs away. Did he actually get, like, frightened? Opportunity attack? We miss. Looks like there was some more people just added. Oh, that's... The yellow bars are neutral. What happened with this guy? I'm curious. He is frightened. A frightened creature may start to flee from its enemies. May. Okay, so it's not a guarantee, but it can happen. All right. Sela's going to be very strong for finishing this guy off. This guy's very dangerous. Looks like... Where is he in the order here? Yeah, he's here. So he's going after Wenduog, Orlin, and Camellia. So the three of us have a chance to take this one out, possibly. He does have 30 hit points. So what can I do here with my girl? He has damage reduction 5, except for cold iron. I'm trying to remember. Damage reductions for physical? I could switch her to her rapier. The light crossbow's not going to do much. But I might want to spell here. In terms of abilities, we have... I don't need Ghost Touch. My Battle Spirit could help. I do have a quiver of cold iron ammunition. Still, I would only be doing one... What is it? 1d6 or something? 1d8. Cold iron would help us bypass the resistance. Is that what I want to do? I could Spirit Weapon. That's a swift action. I think this is an action, right? Yeah, Battle Spirit's an action. I could Spirit Weapon, Cold Iron, and shoot that guy, and rely on everybody else to finish this one off. Or we could cast a spell. The only range spells we have are Zap. For level 1, I could summon my Might. Although... the last time we did this, it just kind of sat there, so I'm not sure about this spell. We could enlarge. We could cast Bane for 1 minute per level. All enemies within a 30-foot burst centered on the caster. That's more defensive than offensive. I think we're gonna try, yeah, I think we're gonna turn on our Quiver of Cold Iron ammunition. That's on. I think we're gonna burn a Spirit Weapon enchantment. And I think we're going to shoot this guy and see how we do.
You are today's sacrifice.
It's a hit for 7 damage. Very nice. We rolled a 6. I'll take 7 damage out of 30. I'll take that for her. Do we want to move her 5 feet? I think she's fine where she is. Actually, we could push her forward a little bit. Let's move her there. All right, that's Camelia's turn. Sharpshooter gets to go. Deals 8 damage to Sela. That is not great. It got a crit. Okay. So she's at 14. Orlin here is up. Now, if we leave to go charge this guy, what do we have? We have the Masterwork Glaive right now. Masterwork Glaive, Cold Iron Dagger, Masterwork Dagger. This is 5 to 8. 8 to 17. Like, if we roll high, the damage reduction here, like, our max damage here with the DR is 12 versus 8. But if we don't roll that high... So the other problem is if I try to charge this one, we'll incur an attack of opportunity here. I didn't think about that. Sela can probably finish it, but... Do I have... I would have to step. So do I gamble with the glaive here, or do I... What else could I do? I could do Light of the Angels. A 20-foot burst gives a temporary hit point to everyone and dazzles this guy. I could attack. I could swap to my Cold Iron Dagger and then attack. Like, on minimum damage, this is 3. So this is better for minimum damage, assuming I hit. This is better for max. What do I want to do here? I mean, there's a lot of allies in range. Maybe I just Light of the Angels here, because Sela can finish this thing off. All right, I think we're going to Light of the Angels here. It's going to give a little bit of health to everybody and dazzle this guy. Looks like it didn't hit these guys, unfortunately. Let me shift around him however far I can go without proccing an attack. Looks like I can move to about here. Do that. Oh, we still got the attack. Huh. Maybe I have to go 1 notch below where the red shows. I could get out of his range here now that he's already used his attack. All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's move forward. Wendwog. I would love for you... Let's see. I would have to... You already used your opportunity attack, so I can move here. Let me move up into support behind Orlin. And then, yeah, now let's... Because I've got the Cold Iron Javelin, right? Yeah. Let's hit this other guy. Hopefully... He hasn't gone yet, so he should be flat-footed. 24. Instant jib. Love it. Wait, don't these guys have 30 hit points? What? Did somebody else hit that thing? Oh, right. Camellia did. 7. So between the two of them, they got exactly 31. And he dies before he gets to act. Fantastic. Our biggest threats are taken care of. Let's end the turn here. Wizard Magic Missiles Orlin. Cultist misses. Irabeth takes her turn. Go hit this Frightened Dretch. Another Smite Evil. And the second one's down. Excellent. Okay. Irabeth killed a Dretch. Staunton comes up. Cultist runs because he's frightened. Man, that initial hit from Sela's Enchanted Glaive, really, really strong. Took out 3 opponents, essentially, for a turn. All right, Sela's up. What's she at? She's at 14. We could give her a Cure Moderate Wounds here for 2d8. We could Shield of Faith. I mean, it's a little risky not to heal her. She can heal herself for 1d6. What's she down? She's down by 8 hit points. She could charge. 14 isn't bad. Her AC is only 19 at the moment, and it's reduced by 2 if she charges. Can I don't need to charge. I think I just move in and hit this wizard. Because we have reach. We don't need to charge here. So 19 AC and 14 hit points against level 1 stuff. We can probably hold off on healing for now. Especially if we get this kill.
The inheritor, guide my
Nice.
blade.
He became frightened. Love that. Dretch resolves its fear. Comes back in. Burns its entire turn running. All right, let's get her... One thing I'm a little annoyed by sometimes is that it seems like you can't move 20 feet. You can move 19 or 21. Not sure what the system is doing there, but let's move in. So this lasts for 1 minute, the Spirit Weapon enchantment, so we still have it up. We might as well take advantage of that. The Dretch just went, so let's fire on the Sharpshooter.
Go for their hearts!
It's a hit for only 3 damage, but I'll take it. He's still frightened. He runs away. They're locked in here. There's nowhere else for them to flee. Okay, Orlan's up. I can just straight hit this cultist from here, so I will. That's a kill. Let's bust a move to keep moving forward. Wendwog is up. Let's move her a bit. I don't want to loot. I want to move. Yeah, move there. And then let's kill this Dretch since he's in range. It's a miss. Too bad. Irabeth. 13 damage. Very nice. Recruit. Finish the job. Or use all your turn moving. Okay. He's cast Bless. Got it. Missed. Sela here. I think someone else can finish the Dretch. Let's go after the cultist with her.
Into the fray.
Nice. That's a kill. He gets frightened again. He tries to run, gets wrecked by opportunity attacks. Let's move Camellia up. Take another crossbow shot on the Sharpshooter.
I'll cut you wide open.
Oh, am I still using cold iron ammunition? I am. I should turn that off. That's kind of a waste. She misses. That's fine. Sharpshooter takes a shot. Misses. Orlan, do you have any chance of... Yeah, you can't charge. All right, let's full move to get up here. That's all we can do for his turn. Wendwog, get in a little closer. Let's hurl at this dude. Hit for 17, very nice. No, that's not even, that's just Vital Strike. There's no sneak attack. Amazing. She's so strong. There's only 2 left. I think we're gonna win this fight. Why is that one recruit just hanging back doing nothing? Yeah, it's just this one guy left? I'm not worried. Sela can't do anything. I guess, yeah, she doesn't have a clear line of sight to charge. Does she have, do we have, I could swap her to her longbow, I guess, and take a shot to try and get the kill.
No glory without risk.
She gets a crit. Good fight. Okay. We were missing some buffs at the start there, but that's okay. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'll conserve a few resources here.
We will win
Since we have
this war.
a billion, not a billion, since we have 3 levels of lay on hands, let me cast 1 on myself. +3. Okay. Let's go for some consumables here. For her and Orlin. And I'm wondering if I shouldn't load her up with some... Like the Wand of Cure Light Wounds I think I need. But I'm wondering if I shouldn't load her up with some spells here. Not touch spells, but like, you know what I mean? Like things that she can actually cast. Like what has a range? The Scroll of Bless could be good. What else do we have that has a range? Cause Fear, close range. Touch range. Haze Dreams is close range. We might have to go close range here because the touch range provoking opportunity attack is not great. Owl's Wisdom is touch range. Protection from good doesn't help us, I don't think. Resist cold. Restoration. Yeah, a lot of these scrolls are like arcane and she can't seem to use them. So we might have to go close range here. Cause Fear could be good. We don't have an arcane caster, I guess. Haze Dreams? What does this do? Fill an enemy's head with waking dreams. A reminder of the pledge. This is what, a will save? Close range, but not touch. Will negates. While in this strange dream state, the target moves at half its normal speed. Multiple Haze of Dreams effects don't stack, nor does this spell effect stack with slow. All right, it's a minor debuff, but what else am I going to use all these scrolls, right? We're stacking them up. Some of these, yeah, okay. We'll keep this as like a healer's emergency type thing, but the cold iron ammunition is also good. But we'll have these 3 scrolls on her for more like utility things she can do. All right. So let's take a look around and do some looting here. All right. Inflict moderate. Shield of Faith. Punching dagger like crossbow. More masterwork scythe nonsense. What else have we got? Heavy crossbow. Don't need any of that. Wasn't there like one guy who was chilling back here? I guess he reunited with them. Okay. So we have a mobility check here, but let's check in with Irabeth. She has nothing to say. All right, let's see if we can pass the mobility check.
Have I...
I think we pass it. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening, voices pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink, and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious ward stone. But what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
This Minahgo chick is not very nice.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice, especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof, pledge your loyalty to Baphomet, and when the world falls, its ruin shall be yours.
I think, okay, so we haven't really delved into the roleplay of Orlin here and why he's a demon slayer, but I think he must hate them, right? If he's not like a pure noble good character, which I think we've established he's not, then he must have a driving hatred and anger towards them. So I think we'll choose number 3 here just to see how she responds. Shut your filthy mouth, scum!
Make me. One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. You want to deny me that pleasure?
I will remember these words, scum. And I will say them back to you.
Hell yeah, Windwog. You feel a sudden rush of wild rage, and with it comes a feeling of monstrous, unbridled, destructive power. It's like the power you felt in the Shield Maze when you were confronting Savamelech, but now it feels more fully fledged, more conscious. I don't want to go whole evil here, so we are not going to succumb to the rage, but we will attack.
Tear your throat out.
Okay, so it looks like Sela again is up first. So we're dealing with Minahgo. Holy what? Chaotic Evil Outsider. She's level 28, 321 hit points. Damage reduction's 10, except good or cold iron. 32 AC. Huh. Well, I don't think we're defeating her unless somebody else shows up. Like, she could just kill pretty much anyone in one turn, I think? Maybe I should have looked at her before we attacked. Well, too late now. Also, I'm still on this bow. I don't have my Smite Evil. All right, well, I guess we go after her henchman and hope some hero shows up to deal with Minahgo. I didn't realize, I thought she was gonna be like level 7, 8, 9, 10 something. Not level 28. All right. This guy's first to act, so we'll target him, I guess.
The Inheritor. Gun
Missed.
blade.
For move action, let's swap to maybe Radiance here. And at least take 5 feet forward. Boy, this is a little rough. Let's see how this goes. Windwog. Yeah, I don't think we should be bunched up like this. So I do want to move somewhere. I don't want to be that close to them. But I need to be in range of this guy if I'm going to hit him. Let me come up at least to... Yeah, let me come to here. Let's see if that's sufficient. All right, I can take the shot at the cultist. That's a kill. We got one. Take that, Minahgo. Your 321 hit points. She gets to go. Yeah, she did something crazy. All right, what exactly was that? What was that? Minahgo casts Wave of Fatigue. All creatures within a 30-foot cone. DC 20, spell resistance, not even a saving throw. All living creatures in the spell's area are fatigued. -2 penalty to strength and dex. Yikes. Okay. Who's up here? Orlin? Best I can do is a Light of the Angels, I think. What's the range on this? All creatures within a 20-foot burst centered on the caster. Okay. So I can't move my full 20 feet and still get Camellia. She's pretty close. Yeah, I can move maybe like here. And still have it hit her? Yeah. This is only going to hit Minahgo, but let's see what it does. I mean, that's what I got. Misses. You needed a natural 20 to hit. Of course you did. What do we do here? I have Bless, Cause Fear, Haze of Dreams up, plus Bane and Enlarged Person. I think a Bless makes sense. This will hit all of my allies. Yeah, let's Bless here. And then we want to try and get out of her cone nonsense, but then her minions are going to attack. Maybe I come back around here. Maybe Yeah, so cones are going to hit pretty much everywhere. All right, for now, I think I'll pop out to the flank with her. She does have high AC, so these guys hitting her, these level 1 minions, probably not the worst thing. She probably won't die from that. Staunton? I don't even know what level these guys are. Counter Bless from the cultist. Dies to an attack of opportunity. Foolish. Ooh, hits Orlin for 11. That is rough. They're all going after him because of the Light of Heaven, I think. Okay, let's move in. What tools do I have? If I take like a Potion of Shield of Faith here, then that's my move. So I probably want to get based up with them first. All right, let's go stand side by side with Orlin and let's... Wait, what is this status effect I have? Is it the fatigue? No, I'm shaken. Okay. What do you have? You have 10 hit points. You have 8. I'm more likely to take you out, so let's see.
The light. Take you.
We hit for 6. It's not nothing. Wenduog, what do I want you to do? Let's move out of cone range a little bit. Then we can take a shot at somebody. I can hit this cleric. Let's see if we can take him out. All right, that's a nice kill. Minahgo's up.
Not like this.
Yeah, she did 28 damage. Your character, Wenduog, has failed a saving throw against the ability Lightning Bolt used by the enemy Minahgo. Many malign spells allow the tiger to make a saving throw. You can get bonuses to saves. Yeah, okay. So... So is she dead? Or is she... She's dying, I think. All right, Orlin's a little hurt here. What else can I do with him? I could take this potion of cure moderate wounds and still attack, so I'll do that. I don't know if drinking provokes an opportunity attack. Looks like it doesn't. You have 10 hit points. You have 2. Let's take you out. Okay, there's a kill. Like to see that. Let's just try to avoid being set up in lines for lightning bolt or whatever. Mirabeth does not hit a natural 20, unsurprising. Let's swap you to your rapier. And let's cast from the wand. Oh, I'm not close enough to help her. Cause fear. Haze dreams. I don't suppose, what's her will save? 25? Yeah, cause fear is not going to help. Then let me get over next to Wendawag to try to help her next turn, maybe. I guess that's what I can do. Oh, can I still... No actions left to use this ability. Okay. Let's end turn there. Staunton. Nobody can hit her. It's a nice miss. Seela. We don't have your smite. What about some of these? What can she do? Potion of bark skin. Like, is there any point using all this stuff? Divine favor, calling for luck, fire belly. I don't think we need to be burning these. This is either a scripted loss or something will happen when we kill this last minion. Let's just go for the attack here. Oof.
I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
She straight up fireballed us. The demoness whispers a spell, and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it's nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. Good or evil options here. We'll take the third option. You won't break us. We'll never give up.
It would be a shame if you died without ever surrendering. But honestly, I'll be satisfied no matter what way you die.
The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark.
Bathe in your blood.
Okay, so that was definitely a scripted loss. Once we killed off the last minion, she stopped playing around with debuffs, threw the fireball, put everyone down, and did whatever ritual she was doing with the Wardstone.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
What's the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
All right. What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with the Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
All right. I had mentioned before, I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeons. There are traitors holed up in the Tower of Estrad.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now, at least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
Anything else you can tell me about the Wardstone?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
Nobody hates the demons more than me. Tell me what I can do to help.
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened.
Okay, we did meet Hulrune in the opening scene. He was the first NPC that spoke to us, I believe. Canabra's famed prelate, Hulrune Shapuk, first gained the trust and admiration of the city's people by organizing inquisitions against suspected demon worshippers and witches. Hulrune and his force of elite witch hunters exposed dozens of cultists and spies, and, it is said, executed many more under suspicion but with no real proof. These events started the Third Crusade, widely accepted as the least effective and most self-destructive of the four crusades. Still, Hulrune evoked respect and admiration of the populace as well as fear, and agreed to guide the city as its prelate. That to me sounds like the insertion of a double agent, right? Where you go in, you whip up fear, you kill a bunch of people, including some cheap, exposable members of your own faction who don't know that that's what you're doing. Slaughter a bunch of innocents, start the Third Crusade, least effective, most self-destructive. But slither your way in, weasel your way into a position of respect and trust, like demonstrative anti-demon stuff that doesn't actually hurt the demon's faction and ultimately does hurt Canabras. I feel like Hulrune Shapuk is very, very sus and may very well be a demon general masquerading as a man. We should keep that in mind. Especially this part, what ticked me off was what Irabeth here said. So the Storyteller shows up and says, hey, there's a problem with the World Stone, which if he's on the demon side makes no sense at all because it gives them a chance to, it gives them the tiniest sliver of a chance to prepare against Discari's attack. And this Hulrune guy just dismisses it as nonsense. So he's either an arrogant fool who is too stupid to be in the position that he's in, or he's an active traitor or double agent. That's my thinking, at least from reading through this.
There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
All right, everything's clear.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabras still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house, mine and Inevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Well, all right. I think we've hit chapter 1 proper. We've got our base of operations here, and the whole map has opened up. Looks like we've also hit level 3. So let's take, you know what? Let me take a minute here. Who all do we have in here? There's Horgus Worm, there's Camellia. So our party members are no longer our party members, which is sort of interesting. I would have thought at the very least Wenduog would still be in our party. There's Sela. Probably we just go around and recruit them for our party. There may be other people, other like NPCs to meet here, other companions who can join up. But it looks like we now have a base of operations. So I think I'll call that the episode. Feels like it's a little short. It's not quite an hour yet, but it feels like a good place to take a break. And we've got a whole bunch of quests to do. We've got a party to assemble, inventory management, leveling up, all that good stuff. So I think we'll call that one here, and when we come back next time, we'll figure out how to navigate to the world map and start exploring the city. But we've reached Defender's Heart with some interesting... Man, I'll say one thing for this game. The pace so far is great. The pacing's fantastic. It's just like... Right at the start, you have the attack, and then it's event, like new information. Like they've got really, really good pacing here. And it feels, so far, like it's really doing a good job of combining the epic stakes with the more like level appropriate objectives. So strategically, everything's a nightmare, but tactically, we have things we can do, right? I'm really enjoying this game. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a blast. Hope you are too. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye.